I'm already
Yeah.
sold, AJ. I just want to go over some important details. We're gonna make the purchase today. We're looking at the $500 package, and the reason that I tell you that I'm already sold it was because of Christian Bonier, if that's how you pronounce it,
Yeah.
and also Daniel Fazio. I saw their YouTube channel. I'm part of the sales team of a company that is not starting out, but the team, the marketing team of it is starting out, branched out. We're a team of three. We're using Apollo with Smartleads.io and Go High Level. So I am making about 120, 100, 180. I shoot for 200 a day in calls, and we're
Yeah.
not getting really good leads when it comes to Apollo, and we want to start email marketing. So I'm very interested in the cold email mastery that was mentioned by Christian Bonnier. I'd like
hmm
to know a little bit more about that, how it would work, and then kind of take it from there, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So that program, they built that out a while ago. I guess for context, I mean, you know the guys. So are you familiar with Client Ascension at all?
Yeah, that's like the inner group. I think it's a higher ticket package.
Yeah, so that's basically their agency. Like that was kind of their like they started that together and grew that primarily through cold email. And so they kind of help all of their clients with those like cold email systems and like it goes far beyond that. It's not just cold email. Um, but that's why they launched ListKit is because they were doing so much cold email and they were finding like low quality data with Apollo and also um basically like bad data, right? So they were pulling lists from Apollo, uploading them into the Smart Lead campaigns, and the bounce rate was ridiculously high. So they had to hire someone to go through and verify them. Now you pull 10,000 contacts from Apollo, you pay someone to go verify those leads. They pay for a verifier. It cuts the list in half to like 5,000, so you're not getting all the leads you paid for. And it just became this arduous process. So ListKit basically triple verifies all the data on the platform. So you're only pulling emails that are triple verified. Um, Now, in terms of cold email mastery, yeah. So that basically that program has all of the systems, like all the education around like the systems that we put in place to like scale cold email. So yeah, I think it'd be super valuable for you. I had a question because you mentioned Smart Lead. How many like domain what's kind of the domain email account setup that you guys have going right now? Like how many email accounts do you have in Smart Lead?
We just purchased five different domains apart from the main domain, so that doesn't get flagged by any reason. So we have five burner domains right now.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So five domains. So you can have two email accounts underneath each domain. And typical volume is, like 35 to 50 emails per inbox per day. So that's pretty solid volume. And yeah, I mean, in terms of it sounds like you know what you're doing. I mean, in terms of cold email mastery, that's primarily just like the education around how to so you know how to set up all the DNS records and configure everything and then go through the warm up process in Smart Lead. I mean, there's a lot of good like copy scripts in there as well. So yeah, I think that could be valuable to you as well. So you guys have everything built out. Are you running campaigns with the Apollo data with email, or you just been cold calling from
I,
Apollo data?
yeah, I've just been cold calling all the way through, and then we're looking forward to the cold email outreach. Uh, I have a bunch of notes, right? The DMARC, the DKIM, the SPF on behalf of the records that need to be configured. There's a bunch of videos out there that teach you how to do it. I know that you mentioned that there's some copies on the email side. We do a lot of financing. That's what we do. We sell a product that helps businesses that are doing above $500,000 yearly get
Yeah.
funded, with their EIN. So practically, instead of getting small funding budgets with their social security number, they get the opportunity to tap into budgets that go all the way up to 1 million, sometimes 10 million, depending on how much they need with their kind of social security number, but from their LLC or S corp. That's more of the game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, maybe you do have copy on that side. I think the most important part of us getting that education. I like how Christian said it, like becoming that asset, being able to just go at it with the goal with the cold email side, and instead of me just making 300 calls a day and having 10, 15 conversations that are not fruitful, having 10 conversations out of 100 calls that lead me to maybe one or two closes.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time. It's like when it comes to acquisition, it's really like you can pay to run ads, which is expensive and doesn't always work for like for certain demographics of people. They're not, for example, like people looking for funding, like they're not scrolling Instagram ads to get funded. And then you have cold calling, which works, but it's manual labor. And cold email is just like the most scalable, right? So it's kind of like a no-brainer. But anyway, so like we have two school groups, so like everyone that buys ListKit gets access to this group, so it's kind of just like 24/7 support. And in terms of like the classroom here, there's same thing, like there's pretty good stuff around setting up the emails, writing follow-ups, all that sort of stuff. But this one is Cold Email Mastery 2. And this one basically has everything on the actual system. So, setting up the domains, signing up for Smartleads, starting the warm-up process. So like, yeah, this would be like a valuable asset for you guys as you kind of go through the process. Just to like double check your work, if you will.
Right.
And yeah, you get access to this. So it's typically a 497 a year program. We give access for the like the ultimate tier of ListKit, right? So like 599 for 10,000 leads. You're doing serious volume. This is something that you definitely need. So we kind of give this away with that.
Okay. Yeah, we were having that conversation yesterday because I pitched it to the team, and I'm not the one that is going to pay for it, but I was already asked for the link. He's like, "Hey, can you just give me the link to take care of that?" And I'm like, I remember Christian talking about 497 and then throwing it out if we go by the 599, because if we were to do the $79 a month and pay the 497, it's practically almost the same. We save, you know, $20, but at the same time we're getting 10,000 leads more, 9,000 leads, because with the other one you get 1,000. So
Yeah.
my that was kind of like the reason why I booked the demo with you, because I wanted really to know what's the best way to approach it. I know that if we get one or two closes in the first month out of this alone, we'd be able to move forward with the 599 monthly, easily. Just kind of like a justification of the budget use is what I need.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this whole thing, right, is just showing you how to set the system up and gives you everything you need to like keep it running. Because I mean, for ListKit specifically, we're sending about 10,000 emails every single day, right? And so we know that cold email is definitely a volume game, so I don't see you ever regretting, being at 10,000 leads a month. You can basically just add domains. My only thought is it definitely is time intensive and laborious. Like I've gone through and like configured those DNS settings. I did it for one campaign, and I'm not a technical person, so it was like a nightmare for me. Uh, but once it's done, it's done. It sounds like you've kind of gotten started on the process already.
Oh, we did a lot of hustle with Apollo using Go High Level. I've been a webmaster for 10 years, selling different types of websites, going through the records, the DNS, uh, the different types of providers, the name servers. I'm very very familiar with cPanels and all that lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this would essentially be something that you can check your work against. And in terms of like scripts, like I mentioned with ListKit, we have all of our copy on there. We have more, even more in here, and I could definitely probably get you on a chat with Christian, because he's kind of like he writes all the copy for everything pretty much, and he can kind of walk through your scripts and give you some tweaks here and there if that's something that'd be valuable to you guys,
That'd be good. Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, so I mean, in terms of like kind of selling this to your team, that's really like the kind of sticking point. Like they know they need better leads. Um, and cold email is kind of the way to go about it. Is there anything they're like unsure on or they wanted you to kind of probe in this meeting?
Well, I think the price was one. The use of the educational side was the other one. Those are the most important ones because at the end of it, I'll be on the phones making the calls, and while I do that, the emails are going to be blasting out. So we're going to get people interested, wanting to talk with us about the product. So I'll be jumping on those as well, and making my numbers from it. I think that something that we could add to it would be that conversation with Christian. That's a no-brainer. I think that he could bring a lot of value to how we're addressing things,
Hmm.
and the school community seems really cool. I like that you guys have it on school. There's that the other side of the support, very useful. Um,
Yeah, so we have one for ListKit that's for like 24/7 support. Like, we someone from our team can also like jump on with you and build the first list that you're putting into the campaign. Like we have quite a bit of resources we can throw your way for sure.
that's great. I saw other
Yeah.
modules on the classrooms. What are those about
For ListKit or for this one?
for this one?
For this one. So this is basically going through and setting up the DNS settings. Like these are all like 45-minute videos, like A to Z SOPs. And then we have, like defining SOP. We go through like building a list in ListKit, formatting the list for Smart Lead, like using the right filters. And then this is all scripting stuff right here. So, cold emails, cold email subject lines, openers, um, copywriting buckets, A/B tests, all that stuff. The software, right? Like the Smart Lead, because I don't know if you noticed, but we have a direct integration with Smart Lead.
Yeah, I did notice.
Yeah, so yeah, we love them. We're bullish on them. And then inbox management, right? So what's cool about cold email in general is it empowers sales teams, right? And it could be, I've talked to teams that have um like 10 or 15 BDRs, and I've talked to people that they are the sales team. And this works perfectly for both sides of it, right? Because as long as you have someone that manages the replies, right? The goal is to book a meeting as fast as possible. So, you know, you get an interested reply that, yeah, send me more information. Yeah, I'd love to hear you have templates already ready to send out and you personalize it a little bit. Or maybe you do a quick Loom video if it's like a big kind of like whale client that you're really looking to land. Then you can kind of like cross-reference and go and like give them a cold call if you don't hear from them back in like 2 or 3 days. But it basically allows everyone on the team to focus on like the highest ROI activities possible, right? While you're
That's
just hitting fresh leads every day.
that's great. That's what we're looking forward to.
100%.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so I could definitely, yeah, we can definitely set up a time for like you and Christian to meet, and kind of go over some copy, go over some scripting after you kind of go through here.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so Christian's the one that he filmed all these videos, so definitely we'll get you in here going through these first, and then you guys can jump on a call,
So
and kind of
we're going to take care of this today. The 599. at least for the first month. I know that that's a go. Um, After our
For
first
sure.
close, it'll pay for itself. So if not, we would just downgrade it to 79, which would be 1,000 leads per month. I think that the first go will give us enough gasoline to keep on going and just scale it. When
Yeah,
it
I
comes
agree.
to the budget side, it
Yeah.
seems pretty logical. Um, so I would say that maybe we could book that meeting with Christian in about 5 days from now. That way I can go through the modules and structure it to a point where he can just come in, oversee it, and give us his opinion, and polish it as much as he's able to, and keep on going from there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. No, that makes perfect sense. And what's cool about ListKit is, um, it's a monthly subscriptions. We're not doing annual at this point. And you can up or downgrade at any time.
Yeah,
And it's all over also a rollover system, right? So if you don't exhaust the first 10,000 in a month's time, like you're not going to lose those credits. They just roll over to the next. Um, and so, yeah, we're really just trying to provide high quality data, right? And it
that's
makes
great.
no sense to do things that way. So, yeah, that's good to hear. Like, I'm not doing much selling here. I'm glad it's nice when, you're a sales guy when you work for a company that does pretty good job with their marketing, right? Some people come in very warm. They know all about you guys. They know the co-founders. Like, it's pretty cool. But with that said, when you guys sign up, I'll make sure to get you access here. I'll ping Christian and we'll kind of get something set up for you guys. And if you do sign up today, what I'll do as well, just as kind of like a bonus, is I can put 50% extra credits in your account for this month. So when you sign up at the 10,000, I'll have one of our developers add 5,000 in your account. So you have 15K to play around with the first month.
That sounds like Christian right there.
And how so?
The video that I saw where he offers this side, he pitches that as a bonus. I'm glad that you added it. I was forgetting about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like one of the tools in the tool belt for like a fast action. I mean, I have no doubt that you guys are going to sign up, but I wanted to extend that to you anyways, just because
Appreciate
I
it.
like you. I appreciate it. So I'm happy
Yeah.
to do that.
Hey, I want a little bit more information. If we go to the classroom outside of the Cold Email Mastery 2.0, um, yeah, just click on the classroom for me really quick. There we go. The client ascension, what is that about? Is that something that we might be missing on, or what's the price on that?
So this is for the agency. If I'm being honest, I don't even think, yeah. Um, it's kind of around. So like Cold Email Mastery is like one of the ancillary kind of programs that they built a while ago. Like Phasio built this out. And it's something they offer everyone like in Client Ascension. But as I said, Client Ascension is like agent, B2B services that go way deeper than that, way deeper than like just cold email. So I think this is just kind of like a video like going over what it is. As you can see, like I obviously
Okay.
I'm not in Client Ascension, so I don't have access there.
All right. Hey, well, it sounds good. I'm going to send this over to the team, and we're going to take care of it today. We were going to take care of it yesterday, but if we would have done that, I think that we wouldn't have gotten the cold email mastery with the 599 if we wouldn't have booked this demo, and the 50% added to the credits, or maybe the cold email mastery, right, but not the 50% added.
Yeah, man. You made a good choice jumping on, man. Happy to help.
Awesome. I want you to have your commish from what you do. I know how sales go. Is there a link that we can follow through so that we get that done today, and maybe I can message you once we get that done?
No, so like no worries about giving me credit. You'll come through our system and we'll see that, you and I had a chat today.
Okay.
And that's when I can add everything for you. And but you can also easily send me an email as well, and I'll just make sure. Either way, like I'm on my desk all day. I'm just starting. Where you at in the world? Where you calling from?
Calling from the land of two rivers here in Mexico called Chihuahua.
Nice, man. Nice. I'm in Miami, Florida, so I don't think I'm that far away actually.
Yeah, I was in Florida not that long ago. It's a great weather over there. It's cool. I like it.
Taking your seats, Lord and Savior. Jesus, all in your name.
I love it. But yeah, so no worries on that. Just you can shoot me an email. I'll probably see it anyways. And then I can go in and get you guys what you need. And we'll stay in touch. I want to hear how everything's rolling. And I'll ping Christian as well about that too.
Yeah, most certainly. Maybe we could meet next week, and it will definitely be a big add to what we're doing. Maybe have him oversee and ensure or lock down a ton of value for the team.
100%. Absolutely. Well, it was a pleasure chatting with you. Just keep me updated. Like I said, I'll probably see that come through and then I can get you what you need. We'll go from there.
Definitely will.
All right, my man. I'll talk to you
Thank you.
soon.
Bye.
Later.